So if you're interested in a video about PayPal stock, you probably already know that PayPal's current CEO, Dan Schulman, is planning to retire at the end of this year, and PayPal is searching for a new CEO. Now, that's an interesting prospect for PayPal stock investors, and analysts from JP Morgan Chase wanted to ask the CEO on May 22nd, what are you looking for in the next CEO? Is it somebody with more tech orientation or product orientation, experience in banking? So, what are sort of the things you're looking for in this next CEO? So, I thought it would be interesting to go through the current CEO's answer to that question and kind of shed some light on what PayPal is looking for in its new CEO. But before we get into that, I'm going to give you a review of what PayPal has done under the current CEO's leadership. He's been there for about 9 years, and if we look at the stock price over the last 9 years, PayPal stock price is up 71.4% in that time. You might say, well, that's nice, having your stock increase in value by 71.4%. And looking at it by itself, you would be right. That is an impressive return. But if you compare that with the S&P 500 index, the index is up by 102% in that time. So PayPal stock is trailing the index, which is not good news because you could have invested in the index, a broader selection of stocks, and received a return that was much higher than the return from investing in PayPal stock. To make matters worse, PayPal's stock is an above average risk profile. So, meaning you're taking on more risk by investing in PayPal stock over this time period and you got back lower return. So, both sides of the equation, PayPal underperformed here in the last 9 years, the bulk of which came in the last 2 years, really, because the stock was up massively, right? It was up over 600% in that time before it really started to decline in late 2021, early 2022. And a lot has happened to PayPal since then. The two big things is rising competition from Apple Pay and the divestiture of its relationship with eBay, right? That was a big deal for PayPal. PayPal was getting a lot of customers, a lot of signups, a lot of transactions, a lot of revenue from that relationship with eBay. Now that eBay has transitioned to its own payment processing platform, not really promoting PayPal, that has hurt PayPal, and you can see the stock price is down considerably in the last couple of years as a result of that. However, if you look at PayPal's earnings per share in that time, this CEO has done a really good job boosting the company's profitability. Earnings per share was flat or negative around the time this CEO took the helm, and that has increased all the way up to $2.63 per share. The company's been comfortably profitable, earning more than $1.50 per share since 2018 and over $3 per share during brief moments during the pandemic when online sales were booming. So, overall, I'd say this CEO has done a good job with PayPal considering all of the big changes that's happened in the industry in that time. So the current CEO talks about saying that the board is moving rapidly as possible to identify the next CEO. We're looking for all of that criteria. We're looking for somebody who's got tech experience, heavy product experience, and understand the regulatory industry, because that's big news for PayPal, right? They got to deal with regulators and payment transfers and money laundering concerns and all of that, dealing with having a payment processing platform. So they're looking for somebody with all of that experience, and the board is looking to be deliberative but also expeditious. So they're trying to be quick, but they're also trying to be thorough. They're trying to find somebody that's right for the position, given the difficulties that arise, given the areas where you need to have experience and skill in. It's hard to find somebody that has top level talent in these areas that PayPal is looking for. But at least as investors, we know that this is what PayPal is looking for, and I'm encouraged that they're looking for someone with experience in these broad categories and not just someone from financial services, because the company is more than that, right? They've got to be a leader in tech, they've got to understand regulatory needs, and they've got to be a leader in product, right? That product has to be excellent, because the competition is coming out with other services that are competing with PayPal. So I hope that sheds some light on what PayPal is looking for in its next CEO. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.